Let's take a look at how to back up a database in Microsoft SQL Server. So today we'll be using SQL Server Management Studio to go through the process of backing up a database. So what we'll first want to do is to go to our instance, then expand our databases folder, and within this folder we'll see our user databases as well as a folder that will contain our system databases. So expanding our system databases, we'll see our master, model, MSDB, and tempDB databases. Now we're able to take a backup of either our system databases or our user databases. But for our tutorial today, we'll be looking at our user databases. So our very first step will be to identify the database that we're interested in taking a backup. So in this case, we'll be focusing on the EAR database. We'll right click on that database and then select tasks and then go to our backup option. After selecting this option, you'll be presented with a window that will give you some additional information and options in taking that backup of the database. So the first thing that it will identify is the database that you're focusing on taking the backup of, and in this case it will be the EAR database. However, you're able to select from the drop down any other database that's available on the server. We'll leave it at EAR, and then it identifies the recovery model that this database is in. So it's saying that the recovery model for this database is full, and that will allow for us to take one of three different backup types. We're able to take a full backup, a differential backup, or a transaction log backup. Now under the destination section, we're able to tell SQL Server where we want this backup to be stored. So we'll leave it at our default location, and it will be storing that backup file in our C drive in this particular folder. So we're going to go ahead and click OK, and it will go through the process of backing up this database. But actually, before doing that, we'll point out that SQL Server Management Studio provides you with the option of generating the SQL query that will action the options that have been selected based off of the GUI. So for example, if we were to click on this drop down and select script action to new query window, what this will do is it will generate the SQL statement that will take the backup of this particular database and place it into this location. So let's click on the option, and we're seeing where it generated a query window with the SQL statement that will take the backup of the EAR database and place it into the listed folder that we've mentioned here. So we're going to confirm from the GUI, and it will execute the statement, which would be this statement that the SQL Server will be processing in the background. So the database has been successfully backed up. Now we're able to identify the backup folder for the backup and locate the backup file. So the backup has been taken and placed in this particular folder that we've specified. So this is just a quick look at how to go about backing up a database in Microsoft SQL Server's Management Studio.